And the winners, Best Television Comedy Actors, Matt Lucas, David Walliams.
Very popular here. David says his partnership with Max is a bit like a marriage without the sex. Their writing is said to be fortified by large amounts of peppermint tea, so these two never have any drunken rows. Apparently many of the characters in Wonderful Little Britain are based on real people.
Thank you very much.
Apparently somewhere there's a real Marjorie Dawes.
Well, it was a great honour to be nominated alongside Ricky and Martin. I'll say that for a start. And, well, we do get the chance to perform in Little Britain alongside some great people. Loads of actors, too many to name, but I will just name two. One is here with us tonight, and that's Tony Head. Tony Head, ladies and gentlemen. And the other is the great Tom Baker. So thanks to Tom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
How lovely, how generous. What a beautiful moment. Linda, you look gorgeous.
Oh, my love. So do you.
Lovely to see you, especially if you're not trying to sell us something for once.
Hey! Be quick,
Well,
Jonathan.
yeah, you're the face of Coey's now, aren't you? Is that right? Johnny.
It's warm in here.
Oh, you got to me.
How are you? How are you?
Oh, yes, you deemed me with a hello.
What,
yeah, I'm good.
It's very good, actually.
You seem a bit chippy.
We've just had sex. And it was mutually disappointing. I know we've got to give an award out, both knowing that, you know, that fantasy of what could have been will never be. When she's disappointed, she's disappointed.
Yeah, but she's given off a glow. You must have touched something, right?
It was
Because I've got dressed.
It wasn't good for him, but you know, it was fine for me.
There you go.
It was fine. I
It
mean,
was fine for me as you wafted off the odour of my sweat.
the mixture of vodka helped.
A manly musk.
Indeed.
All right,
I'm going to learn that bringing us up here with a woman won't distract us from talking about myself.
It's nice.
Let's
You
put
like
him
that?
on early, and then when we overrun, you know, we can give other people less time. Maybe if you're awkward and not talk, well, I will. Every year, ladies and gentlemen.
They said we're 3 minutes over, keep it short.
We get more and more selfies. Every year we pretend to care more about those around us and we don't give a toss. 3 days from the birth of Jesus Christ our Lord, and we get together to give ourselves awards. What a sickening time.
What a lovely message.
No, well, it's like Christmas, but with anxiety.
All right, well, let's get to the
You
Christmas.
don't get that in Catholicism.
Let's get to the nominations.
No, let's not. You always want to do this. You want to race it. I like the way you're hanging off my arm like Grease.
It's like...
Tonight we're racing for pink slips. Pink slips, you chump. If I win the race, I win all the interior designers and I'll set up a herd and with no pillars. It'll freak them out. Anyway, yes. Tonight's nominations, and no, I don't want to read them yet.
Oh, don't you?
No. No, why would you?
Shame on me, shame on me.
Special gift to be a presenter, to employ writers and give them no credit whatsoever. The more outlandish your suits get, the more you go, you don't trust your writers this year, do you?
Well, no, they're splendid young fellas, and one day they may well get a mention.
I know, but as presenters, I think every comic here secretly goes, I could do that job, I've just not been given the opportunity. I think it's the one award where we pretend to embrace you lot, but secretly deep down we fucking hate you. Because we plough away with new ideas, you just create an old one and fucking regurgitate it. And it's annoying and none of us will admit it, but I do because I drink. We create new ideas. I sit up at 4 in the morning playing bastard Battleship with myself.
You could have always played it with me, John.
I know, but look at us.
It's sad.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Johnny Vegas' last appearance at the comedy.
My Well, that's maybe till next year.
Yeah.
You know, they go, he's so zany, wouldn't he?
Get him on again.
Well, with vodka, he'll just keep talking.
Come on, do the nomination.
Okay, so
please.
the nominations for the best comedy
I say I like
entertainment
them.
personality are...
Because they made a transition from kids' TV to adult TV. He never had the nerve to work with kids.
And there's a young upstart.
Did you not trust yourself?
There's a young upstart. Oh, I'm not so sure about the young, but the second nomination is Jonathan Ross.
Yeah, thank you.
Whoever that man is. And our third nomination would be Paul Merton. Very good, Johnny.
Are you not showing clips?
I don't think we are now because you used up all the fucking
Yeah.
time.
All right, they were all equally quite good, but Paul started out as a stand-up, so he kind of deserves it more. But then Paul, in his own dry way, shies away from the limelight, so it'll obviously go to somebody who's willing to do
And it
more
will
interviews.
obviously go to...
I'm not bitter. It's
I'm
Andy.
the dead!
Nice one. If you ask anybody to name two Geordies, the answer will probably be these two. They started working together at the age of 13, and they have been called the new Morecambe and Wise. Firm friends and great TV favourites, they are Ant and Dec.
Thank you. Oh, it was quite
How
beautiful.
does it feel? Oh, you're right. Run by two lads off your side. Oh, you must be creating you.
Anyway, thanks very much. Over the moon with that.
I'd like to say how much we over the moon being up here, accepting this award. Can't really, we are really overjoyed to be accepting this. We'd like to thank our writers, who are fabulous.
Worked really hard.
But no, we'd like
Tell us
to...
about the times when you don't get on.
You do them all the time, I'm afraid.
Oh, and when you put a fork in your leg.
No, we'd like to thank everybody who's worked on all of our shows this year.
He's got longer eyelashes.
And we should probably call it a night there, I think. Thank you all. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, okay. You know what? Any one of those would be fine. Let's have a look who has actually won.
Right, the winner is, and this is very well deserved, The Simpsons.
The creator of the sensational Simpsons, Matt Groening, started as a cartoonist for newspapers. Except for Bart, all the characters in The Simpsons are named after members of Matt's own family.
The greatest comedy show in the history of comedy shows, Matt. Fantastic. The Simpsons. Good stuff.
Wow, wow. Thank you, thank you. I have never been around so many famous people I've never heard of. Telling jokes I don't understand. I'm a huge fan of British comedy as a writers and animators on The Simpsons. And I just want to tell you some of my favorite shows. Dolly G, Phoenix Nights, Alan Partridge, The Royal Family, Brass Eye, Look Around You, The League of Gentlemen, Show, Little Britain, Nighty Night, Marion and Jeff, 15 Stories High, Smack the Pony, The Office, and going back to the Boone Show, Punch Magazine, and so on. We're all fans. We watch we all got the, and we watch your shows, and you'll see your jokes on our show next season. Thank you very much.
Well done, Matt. Matt, stay with us. Stay with us. I'd like to shake your hand again, Matt. Ali and Akbar, hang around. I want Matt to stay here for a second while we remind ourselves once more of just what makes The Simpsons a winner.
I don't know which is the bigger disappointment. Failure to formulate a unified field theory, or you.
I don't like your tone.
If you are looking for trouble, you found it.
Yeah, just try me, you.
Time for this pod to fly. Wrong button.
The Simpsons, and I've asked Matt to stay here for a reason, because we have something else for you, Matt, as well, and to explain everything. And boy, if there's one man who can probably explain everything, it's him. You just saw him on that clip in cartoon form. Would you please welcome, with his wife Elaine, Professor Stephen Hawking, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to meet you. Hello, Stephen. Thank you so much for coming here this evening. Before you say a few words about Matt and the Simpsons, can I just ask you on behalf of most people in this room, I tried reading The Brief History of Time. I got stuck around page 55. Can I ask you about all this, does it have a happy ending? Does it have an ending at all?
The 20 million sold was certainly a happy ending for me.
There we go. Killer. Well, I better finish it now. Professor Hawking, you have a few words to say about Matt and the Simpsons, I believe. Matt, maybe you'd like to stand over here, because it's more for you than for me, I feel. Matter of fact, it's all for you and not for me.
The Simpsons is the best show on American television. It is simply incredibly funny. Each episode is crammed with jokes, and each carries some deep message. So I didn't hesitate when I was asked if I would like to appear as a guest. It was great fun. The actors who do the voices sit around a large table with the writers and read through the script to hear how it sounds and if the jokes work. The writers then change the script and the voices are recorded. Only then is it sent to the animators to draw. I am not flattered by the yellow complexion they have given me, the boxing glove, and the helicopter blades. I will have them built into my next wheelchair. The Simpsons are watched around the world by millions of fans. However, I think that the ultimate accolade was when the former President Bush publicly stated that Americans should be more like the Waltons and less like the Simpsons. I don't agree with Bush, but we won't go into that. The Simpsons is the creation of Matt Groening, aided by a wonderful team of actors and writers. I met him when I went to the Fox studios to record the episode you have just seen, and I have now become an inhabitant of Springfield in a new episode that is yet to be aired. So on behalf of the people of Springfield, it gives me great pleasure to present an outstanding contribution to comedy award to Matt Groening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Hawking, and thank you for being a guest on our show and bringing to The Simpsons some dignity. We would like to repay that dignity in our own special Simpsons way with merchandise. The Stephen Hawking action figure with the wheelchair with the helicopter blades and the boxing glove that punches out. And of course, Homer himself insisted on the beer stein. You know, one of the delightful things about tonight's show is all the filthy language that I've heard. In America, we can't get away with this kind of thing on television. We actually have a censor at the Fox network who tells us there are certain words we can't say. I ran these, some of these words by the standards person here, and he said, fine. So these are honest. These are actual censor notes from America. Although it is only a dream, please do not show Homer holding a sign that reads, "Kill my boy." After Marge turns out the lights, please substitute something more general, such as "Get away from me" or "Stop that," for Marge's line, "Get off me." In Bart's line, "Sod off," and groundskeeper Willie's rejoinder, "I'll give you something to sod off about," are not acceptable. In spite of your setup about resodding the lawn, this phrase refers to sodomy. And Chief Wiggum's speech about inflatable women goes too far. Chief Wiggum may advise Homer to get one of those inflatable women, but his line, "Just make sure it is a woman, because one time is unacceptable. It is also unacceptable for Bart to say, "Screw Grandpa." Thank you.
Well done, Matt. Thank you, Matt. I think that way, please, sir. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Professor Hawking. Thank you. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Well, I think we probably all need a break after that, if only to work out if we dreamt that last bit. See you in a moment. All great shows. Brigitte has the envelope. Brigitte, tell us which one.
Okay, here we go. By the way, good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah! Like James Brown always said, I feel good.
Anyway, it doesn't say that there. It says...
Low Britain!
And that's it. Award number 2 for Matt Lucas and David Walliams tonight. Little Britain started out on radio, moved to TV, first on BBC 3, then BBC 2, and now BBC 1. The most popular characters include David, the only gay in the village, Vicky Pollard, the fast-talking teenage mum, and Emily Howard, the rubbish transvestite.
Which are you going to hold? One of you's got to take it off me. I can't keep a hold of this thing. Go on,
just very quickly, I'd like to thank everyone at the BBC who gave us the money to make the show, the fantastic cast and the fantastic crew, but most of all Matt and Dave, who have proved over the years to be such creative, hard-working and thoroughly sick individuals.
Thanks to everyone at the BBC, particularly Stuart Murphy for taking a chance on us, and Jane Roots and now Lorraine Hegarty. Thanks to everyone who worked on the show. And a really special thank you to my family, our producer, because we wouldn't be on television if it wasn't for her, because she kept faith with us. So thank you, Miff. I don't know if there's anything you want to say.
In fact, a big thanks to the guy from Buffy as well.
Yeah, the guy from Buffy.
Every week I gay him up, and he comes back for more. So.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Great deal.
Thank you.
Is the success of the office landing down to me? Yeah.
coming up, so you better get a party started. Come on.
Pubs?
Guilty?
Yes. Sports?
Yeah.
What sports you play?
Squash. I'm not as a player, am I? Just put it.
I did learn a lot from David. I learned from his mistakes. So we were very different people. He used humour where I used discipline. Travelling?
Yeah.
When was the last time you went
Oh, travel, boy. Travel.
Where have you been travelling?
Hull. How did I get there then? Did it come to me? Oh, it comes Hull down the motorway in a car.
We guys are getting together for a read-through. We normally have a little read-through and everyone just reads the scripts and we make any changes. But just couldn't get them together. I think it was me, Ricky, and Howard Brown from the Halifax.
How are you? You all right? I'm fine. Contestant number 2. Everyone thinks...
Shagadelic, baby. Groovy. Oh, yeah.
You know out on manoeuvres? So you're just looking at the men and you're going, they're fit. We all are. You have to be.
And if you're like in a wood and an enemy soldier sort of jumps on one of your boys, are you going to stand there and panic or would you pull him off?
Yeah, immediately. You pull him off right away. Of course. Right.
I told Dawn how I felt and she, actually when that bit went out on telly, I was watching it with my family and I was mortified, obviously. And my grandmother said, I'm not surprised she chose the other fella. I wouldn't kick him out of bed.
The doctor's telling the truth as well. Is he a man old?
Do you know the reason why men are attracted to cleavage? It's because it reminds us of women's buttocks. Because I suppose presumably when we were cavemen we used to sort of do you from behind.
I'm not shopping. Browsing, looking on. If I see a bargain, I've got the money. So, it's very much that. That's a metaphor. I'd never pay for it.
I'd be hard-pushed to find a job where you laughed as much every day.
I can't see a situation where we'd all be back together as one team working together.
And I'm just sorry that we won't work together again.
Get over it.
Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant.
Nice one, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. They've had a great 2004. They got 2 Golden Globe Awards this year. Also, the Christmas special DVD has already sold 250,000. And tonight comes this award.
Tom Stoppard and Noel Gallagher, together at last. What are you working on?
We don't have to thank anyone.
No, we should maybe thank John Plowman.
Why?
Maybe the BBC.
We're on a proper channel now.
Maybe we should thank the producers for all their input.
Nice one.
I still got it.
Talking of the producer, he's had his little...
There he is.
When Stephen Hawking came up, he had his little nose powder joint. Which, to be honest, is the least of his problems. Because usually he's the best one in the room. So I wanna... Don't worry, you're just the same as Stephen Hawking, but without all the clever stuff. Although he milked it a bit, didn't he? He's a genius. I'd have had it ready. I'd have had it. What do you expect? I lost him for a little bit.
Yeah, you want him back.
Want him back. Thank you very much. This we've won an awful lot for the show over the past 3 years. Too much. It got embarrassing, to be honest. And I won a lot of individual awards, but this is for writing. No, on a serious note, this is for writing because I can speak for Stephen as well. We are proudest of my writing. I knew he'd agree with me. And the thing is, The other thing about writing is it's not paid as well. I've earned about, what, 10, 20 times what you've earned? Really? I mean, again, that's embarrassing. And even in the industry, it's not looked upon as important. I've never seen Alan Yentob run across a crowded room to hug a writer. But thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much indeed. And Merry Christmas. Thank you.
We're going to lose you for a while now because, to quote a number of sweating out of their hosts, have we got news for you? Yes, the news is up next, and we'll be back straight afterwards. And we're going to continue with the frivolity and gaiety here in the studio. If you'd like to join us, tune into ITV2. Look hard, you'll find it. It's a whole new world. Jenny Eclair and Matt Brown will guide you through the Maya, but we'll see you back here after the news. And remember to keep voting for the People's Choice Award. See you after the news.
And in first place, with 41%, it is Little Britain.
There it is, the award you voted for, you texted, you phoned, triple triumph for creative comedy. 3 awards tonight for Little Britain. Mac Lucas and David Walliams, they've hit new comedy highs and they've done it here tonight.
Wow. What a night. Wow. Do you know, I suppose there's a few 100,000 people have voted. Thank you ever so much. And this probably cost about 80p, so somewhere there's a few 100 grand swilling around in the coffers. Do you know, we work ever so hard on this show, but nothing makes Ricky Gervais laugh more, apparently, than when I do this. Shall I do it? Yeah. Look at his face laughing! So easily pleased, isn't he? Yeah? No, it's not a go. My mum's in the audience, otherwise I'd tell you what I feel like right now. It's a real... thank you very much for this. And we beat Ant and Dec. Cheers, Ant and Dec. And I never know which one's which.
Dec is the gay one.
Dec is...
That's how I remember.
Right. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you very much, everybody voted. Thank you.